My goodness, so many milestones already achieved and still many, many more to come. Congratulations. Miss, what have you not done? Come on. All right, so we will now dive into our question and answer this afternoon. Okay, so simulan po natin with Miss MJ Marfori from TV5. So just a few reminders for our friends from the press. No personal questions. Let us focus on the journey of Miss Anne. Thank you so much.
Of course. Congratulations, Anne. Here, right here.
Hi! Hello, thank you.
Kamusta naman ang Chanel haul natin?
It's time to ROI po.
Yes, and actually speaking of ROI, parang na-ROI mo na lahat din na talagang pinaghirapan mo dahil hindi ka na lang Diyosa sa Pilipinas, Diyosa ka na globally. Grabe ang rubbing elbows sa mga dati lang pinapanood natin, pero ngayon talagang nakakatuwa na kasama mo na sila right where you belong.
Thank you.
Yung latest mo, of course, si C-Drama, si Zangling. How is the whole experience about, we love watching you in the global stage. How's the whole experience being there?
You know, it's always such an honor to even be invited, and I think more than anything, I'm just so happy that the Philippines is finally given a seat. We're getting invited. So it's a great time for the Philippines when it comes to fashion as well, because for the longest time, I think it was also hard to be invited to these things, but now we are getting known as well. We're on the map when it comes to fashion again, so I'm just happy, truly grateful to the brands who entrust me, of course, to work with them.
What's your next goal or vision for you when it comes to fashion and, of course, also attending global events?
I think personally, one of the goals na hindi ko pa nagagawa, na pinapangarap ko talaga, ang dami kasing nag-aas sa akin, ano pa ba yung hindi mo nagawa? Kasi nga, halata yung AD natin sa 29th year. So medyo halata na yung age natin dyan. There's still so many things that I haven't done, but I think one of the biggest dreams of mine is to attend the Cannes Film Festival for a film. Like, kasi nai-invite naman tayo, kunwari, for brands or everything, pero hindi pa kaya ng heart ko na pupunta ako na hindi siya for the art, for a film or for a preview of a series. So, siguro yun, isa pa yun sa dreams ko na feeling ko naman walang time limit yun. You could even be in your 60s or 70s, parang kaya pa, ilalaban pa natin yan kung kakayanan.
Hindi kami magugulat kung next year na yun. Yes!
Sana the right project happens and we get invited.
Thank you so much, Anne. We're so excited for everything that's gonna be happening.
Thank you! Thanks for being here.
Okay, thank you, Miss MJ, for those first set of questions. Now, moving on, let's hear from ABS-CBN, Ana Cerezo.
Hi. Excuse me. And congratulations. In your 29 years, what can you say, yung pinaka-grateful ka, pinaka-thankful ka? I'm sure marami, but top of your mind.
I think definitely in my Viva family that they never gave up on me. I've been with them 29 years din. Ganun na din katagal ako na sa parte ng Viva family. So, they never gave up on me when I was a 12-year-old kid na hindi marunong mag-Tagalog. Pilit nila ako binigyan ng mga roles, naging anak ko ni Ronnie Lazaro kahit hindi ako marunong mag-Tagalog. And then they really, gave me an opportunity to shine, to hone, to learn. And for that, I'll always be truly grateful. Kasi, andito pa rin tayo.
So, thank you, Anne. Moving forward, ano ba yung aabangan? May mga na-tease, pero ano yung pwede mo i-share? Movie, series, concert?
Concert? Parang baka pag 30th year, grabe yung 30 years! Medyo grabe talaga siya. When I saw nga na realization na 29 years na pala, medyo nagulat ako. But like, ano ba? I definitely want to focus more on films. Biglang itong past 4 years, 3 years, medyo nakafocus ako dun sa bypass ni Direk Eric Maggie. Kasi medyo grabe yun, grabe. We've dedicated 3 years of our lives to that project. And we know it's going to be worthwhile, and that's a series. on Netflix, coming very soon. Patapos na kami doon, and hopefully after that, as you saw earlier, may mga films tayong gagawin na na-miss ko, iba't ibang genre. So, nakaka-excite to start that again.
And then, last na lang, Ann, yung reaction mo na lang, you had a nomination, outstanding, Asian Star.
Yes, it's my first time to get nominated yata. Oo. So I'm just grateful to even be nominated and considered. Again, this goes to show napapansin na po tayo yung Pilipinas. So I hope this is just the beginning of great things for the Filipino film and TV industry. Sabi ko nga parang the Koreans of course have had their moment, the Thai have had their moment, naman, antay naman tayo for the Philippines. Sana we have that moment too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Amen. Amen to the moment. It will come. Okay, ngayon naman, pakinggan natin from Inquirer. We have Alan Policarpio.
Hi. Like, so congratulations on the success of The Love One.
Thank you.
So how does it feel na parang at the time na ang hirap even mag-break even ng local films, and your movie did so well. What does it feel and what does that tell you?
Ready naman talaga bumalik sa sinehan yung mga tao. This goes to show, it wasn't a Metro Manila Film Festival film, kasi usually yun yung pinipilahan, di ba? So parang sobra kaming naging grateful. I think nakatulong din na sinuportahan tayo ng mga malls na nagbabadan sila ng presyo ng mga tickets, which is so important, especially with the economy ngayon. Para makapanood ng sine, ang isang pamilya, iisipin mo yung transportation, iisipin mo yung pagkain ng bawat isa, tapos ang mahal pa ng ticket. So, grateful to the malls who, during the time na nag-show yung The Loved One, they really helped. And nakatulong din kasi that means nakapanood sila more than once. Kasi yung movie namin medyo mapapaisip ka sa kwento eh. So parang, then they watch it again and again with different friends. So, nakakatuwa. I think it goes to show with a little bit of kindness, babalik talaga sa sinehan yung mga tao. So, kaka-happy. Thank you to everyone who supported the film.
Pero do you think you also have that parang instinct when it comes to choosing the projects that you do, parang especially now at this stage in your career?
Yes. Feeling ko din, parang meron akong ano ngayon eh, pag nabasa ko yung script at alam to ng Viva, tuwing meron silang ipipitch, I need the script. Hindi pwedeng pitch lang. Kailangan mabasa ko na yung script because when I read it, I imagine it, and then I feel na parang, okay, this is something that I resonate with, or I feel that I'd love to perform or create this character. So, when I read The Loved One, talagang sabi ko, ay, ito dito. And it was a bit more mature. Sabi ko, ready na kaya yung Pilipinas para sa ganitong kwento? At ready naman. So, kaka-happy. Even the audience, the viewership has changed.
Lastly, you mentioned about your parang dreams of walking Cannes.
And many film festivals,
Many film
yeah.
festivals. Pero when you imagine that, parang how does that play out in your head? Parang pero bang director na the kind of movie that you
Napakarami naman, di ba? I mean, the likes of Lav Diaz, Andy Mendoza, the list could go on and on, right? Of like, even Eric Matty, nag-can din siya. So, sana one day, a script like that falls into my lap. Diba? Sana. Thank you!
Okay, maraming salamat po. Ngayon naman pakinggan natin ang mga tanong ni Aubrey Carampel from GMA7.
Hello, Anne. Hi, Aubrey from GMA. Recently, bumalik ka ulit sa It's Showtime. So, every time na bumabalik ka sa Showtime, parang big event siya. So, talagang laki ng announcement. Tapos, every time, nagpo-viral na recently, nag-viral ka. How do you feel every time na pumapasok ka? Tapos, ganun din yung pag-welcome sa'yo sa Showtime. Pati yung reception ng Kapuso and the Pamilya.
Yes, nakakatuwa ang mga kapuso natin, tsaka mga kapamilya natin na join forces nga naman talaga pag nakakabalik ako ng Showtime. Alam mo, sobrang na-miss ko talaga mag-Showtime kasi iba yung magkakasama kami, iba yung minsan yung riot, which is what I've been experiencing the past 2 days, nakakamiss. So, hopefully after nitong Bybust. When we're finally done, we're doing our last 3 days ng Bybust. Tapos, magkukunting bakasyon lang ako para huminga and then balik talaga ng showtime. Sana more than once a week naman siya.
Ano yung reaction mo? Parang naninibago ka every time na pumapasok ka? Parang,
Naninibago in a way na parang, syempre, ibang mundo talaga siya. Coming from a character, nakita naman yung itsura ko sa Bybust, malayo talaga. Pero namiss ko magbihis, namiss ko ayos, namiss ko magharutan with all of them. So yeah, it's ano naman yun eh, basta pag bumalik, it's like slipping into old shoes that you haven't worn in a long time, that they're so comfortable. So parang ganun yung feeling. It's, after 5 minutes, okay na.
thank you, Anne.
Thank you.
All right, fantastic. Let's keep it going with Jomar Jomen from World of Joms.
Ayun, so hi Ann. So ayun, actually kakanood ko na kagabi ng ika-13 kapitulo.
Oh my God!
Oh my
Okay.
God, diba? Kasi mo naman yun. So that's one of the movies na pinilit ako ng ate ko na panoorin ng bata ako. Kasi takot ako sa horror noon. But yeah, so seeing you throughout these years na sobrang dami na nasa arsenal mo when it comes to genres, fantasy, love story, drama, is there any genres you want to explore or any storylines na bet mong gawin in the future?
Ito na nga with Direct Mick, I'm very excited to do like a psycho thriller. Parang yung last ko na pinakamalapit was Huwag Kang Lilingon. So medyo matagal-tagal na po yun. So I'm very excited. As you mentioned, sobrang hilig ko gumawa din ng mga genre films. Like, hindi ako for love story lang. Gusto ko din yung may mga... Ito, I think it's psycho-thriller is something I'm very excited to do. And of course, yung reunion ko with the director Wen Bayani na nag-direct ng No Other Woman. It's such a good concept as well. So very excited with such a good film.
Thank you, Ann. Favorite ko yung Huwag Kang Lilingon. Grabe yung plot twist na yun.
Oy, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, maraming salamat. Next on the list is Jojo Gabinete from Pet PH.
Yes,
Pwede magkwento ka naman tungkol sa Vogue experience mo sa New York. Kasi dati nagbabasa ka lang ng Vogue. Ngayon, nasa ano ka na? Vogue feature story.
Yeah. It's always it's like every little girl's or teenager's dream come true. Of course, you would just read through the pages of Vogue before, and now you're getting featured, you're doing work with them. So it's always such an honor for me, and it always brings me so much excitement kasi iba din yung creativity ng fashion world nila and the concepts that they come up with. I love that I get to play around. So yeah, it's always nice to do something new with them.
I'm sorry to ask kasi matagal ka namin hindi nakakausap. Yung nangyari mong March, pwede magkwento ka rin kahit konti. Nung nagkaroon ng gera, tapos yung family mo.
It was a very terrifying experience, I would have to say. Actually, nasa aeroplano na ako noon, palipit na ng Dubai. Halfway there na kami. Nung biglang nag-announce yung pilot that we should buckle up kasi the plane will be returning to Milan. Buti na lang merong Filipino stewardess. Sabi ko, ano pa nangyari? Sabi niya, meron pong airstrike in Dubai. Yung heart ko talaga nag-drop kasi kakalanding lang ng family ko. May Air Mandaria. So, diba nakaka-praning talaga siya eh. And then, it was chaos in the airport kasi all the flights were getting cancelled. Hindi talaga. So, I was finding every way possible to reach them. Na parang sinasabi nila, meet mo na lang sa Manila. So, hindi ganun yun. Gagawa ako ng paraan, makarating ako ng Dubai or whatever. But Air One had heard news that the border was still open to enter Oman. So, doon kami nagkita at nakagawa ng paraan para makauwi. And sobrang helpful din ng mga Filipino community natin dyan kasi tulog-tulog talaga.
Kamusta yung reunion? Kasi nag-travel sila by land.
By land. It's like an 8-hour drive. Alam mo, hindi ako makatulog. Tapos sinasabi ko, can you please, ano tawag doon, yung i-on yung tracking, yung live tracking. Sabi ko, so you know, my battery will get drained. And so meron kang, hindi ka matahimik because it's night travel pa sila ng 8 hours. But thank you, Lord. Like, we were reunited and everyone was safe. So, yeah.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Okay, maraming salamat po. Now, please pass the mic over to June Ladin from Abante.
Yes, Ann. Yes,
Hi,
good
June.
evening.
Good evening.
Pasensya na kayo kasi for agenda to
Oh.
Millionaire News ka. Yeah, Ann, you just came from Singapore.
Yes.
Yeah, very open ka naman. Echo hindi personal. Kasi very open naman siya.
Okay.
She went there and she made a shopping spree, shopping galore ka sa Chanel. You're with Raymond. Yeah.
With Raymond, correct.
Nga, sabi ni Raymond, you really deserve it naman. You've been working a lot. And ang maganda sa iyo, Anne, you did a shopping spree, pero ang hindi alam ng iba, you're doing a lot of charity works, donating to a lot of mga organizations, di ba?
Yes,
Oo.
yes.
So, yung iba sabi, bakit siya nag-shopping spree? Na ang dami nangyayari. But yun nga, sabi ni Raymond mismo, you deserve it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, you know, I also believe that when I do my charity work, I don't have to post everything that I do. Basta alam ng mga taong tinutulungan ko na natutulungan ko sila, masaya na ako. So, it's not something I have to brag about na I'm helping these people or posting. I have my own foundation which is called Dream Machine. And of course, I continue to work with UNICEF, which is upholding the rights of children. But Dream Machine, which is my personal foundation, it's about making dreams of everyone, no matter your age, like you can never stop dreaming. So we like to believe that we can still continue to help them make their dreams happen, and I can be their dream maker. So yun yung concept ng Dream Machine.
Yeah, as you said, you're not bragging about it, but your friends are very proud of you.
I know.
Sila mismo nagkukwento na you're really helping a lot of people,
Yeah.
mga nangangailangan, di ba? Yeah.
Mhm.
What can you say na yung mga friends mo mismo is sobrang believe sa iyo?
Oh, I love, it's so important, I think, especially in this generation of social media, this generation where at any moment of time, people can attack you left and right. It's so important you have a core group who's there to support you, who are your real friends through thick and thin. I think it's so important, and ito yung kailangan marinig din ng mga bagets, di ba? Find your core group, trust them, build and nurture that relationship with them that will last a lifetime, because this industry is already so tough. So to have a life outside of it, which is my core group, it really helps. It really helps keep you grounded, keep you humble, and to know that you have a group that will support you for a lifetime.
At ang sarap no, yung mga barkadahan nyo.
Yes.
Kasi talagang nagsusupport kayo sa isa't isa.
Correct.
You even went to Shanghai for the birthday
Yes, yes.
of Georgie.
And we've known each other since we were super young, like 18, even younger pa nga yun.
What do you think is the secret ng pagiging solid ng core group mo, ng friends mo?
Honesty. I think honesty, and kasi inevitable, mag-aaway-aaway din kayo, but it's how you get through that. Because pag may honesty, there's always love as well. So honesty, love, and respect.
Yeah. And sa tingin ko, walang ingit.
Yes, walang ingitan, tsaka bonding, shopping together.
Yeah. Thank you, Anne.
Thank you. Thank you, June.
Yeah, Simone, he's so excited about your movie. Yung kwento niya na kaya ka namili ng mga Chanel is for the prom o
I love one, my shopping partner. Thank you.
Yeah, I hope one day may interview ka na po, Argenta.
Oo nga, oo nga.
Yeah.
Let's plan it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Phoebe.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Mrs. siya. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Sir Junan, for the very detailed questions. It's very great. Okay, ngayon naman from Manila Times, Isa Iglesias.
Hi, Xavier. How would you describe yung stage ng life and career mo now? What has surprised you the most? And para kasi yung stars mo never seem to fade. You're still on top of your game. Top artist ka pa rin in the country. Paano mo ma-define yung career mo ngayon?
Gusto ko sabihin mas relax, pero hindi din siya relax in terms of schedule. But like, I think meron siyang feeling of you're not here to compete. You're not here to... Kasi 29 years eh, so parang medyo mas relax ka na. Mas relax ka na, mas kampante ka na. And I think one thing that I've super learned as well is proper time management na hindi ko ginagawa dati. So, ngayon is really about the work-life balance.
And you mentioned yung scheduling. Paano yung pagbabalance mo with family time? Kasi aside dito sa career mo sa Philippines, you also like do fashion weeks, you go to different countries to parang be a cover of the magazine. Paano yung family time mo with Dahlia and Cameron?
Well, right now, bilang nasa school naman na siya, all the vacations revolve around school vacation. So it's easier to plan and to plot. Basta ang number one golden rule namin, once it's school vacation, no work. No work.
And then, one of the parang viral moments in recent months, yung conversation mo with Meryl Streep and Anne Hathaway. Can you tell us ano yung naging experience mo doon? And parang may part pa doon na trip ka.
Alam mo,
What was going through your mind that time?
I mean, never in my biggest dreams would I have thought I would meet at the same time the Anne Hathaway and the Meryl Streep. I was honestly very nervous. Disney had told us we had a time limit, so you really wanted to control like your questions and make sure you get everything asked within the time frame. And you know what? Speaking to them, they were so kind, so humble. We even went beyond our minutes because they were just chatting, and even when I tripped, they were just, so they made it a funny moment. And wala na afternoon, super kinakabahan na talaga ako. But they were just so generous and kind, and it was just a surreal moment for me as an actress. Like, these are people you idolize. These are people you grow up watching. So to be within less than a meter away from them, like, yung nginig ko, tinatry ko i-control. In fact, tinanggal na lang dun sa edit ko ng video. Tinanggal ko kasi yung voice ko in the beginning, like, we are here in Tokyo for the premiere. It was just like so bad. But then after that, because nga napaka-generous nila and so kind, biglang naging conversational. So it was just like chatting with them. So it was something I'll hold in my memory forever and ever. Thank you, Disney.
And lastly, you mentioned if kanina yung Boy Bus. We're also very excited. What makes you very excited for this film? And anong anchor this ang makikita natin this time?
Of course, I'm back in my action era, but it's a totally different story from what you've seen in the film. Yung film kasi nangyari lang yan isang gabi. Ito, it's a 9-episode series, but it's a totally different world. So, every time, like, we've been working on it siguro mga 3 years na, minsan para sobrang pagod na, kasi syempre action, pero when I see the preview, grabe, sobrang ganda, sobrang worth it. And I can't wait for the world to see it. Malapit na malapit na.
Thank you, Anne.
Thank you.
Alright, great questions. Maraming salamat po. Ngayon naman, let's hear from Rafael Bautista from Mega.
Hi!
So as we've seen that you're approaching your 35th.
Okay, I think, sorry, the audio's a little low, no? Maybe, Laksan, can you project a little bit, please? Thank you.
So as we saw in the video, you're approaching your 30th anniversary this year. So at this stage in your career, how do you approach your craft and your acting?
How do I
Approach your craft and your acting work.
My
Your craft and your acting work.
Oh, my craft. How do I approach my craft? Well, at least now, I think I'm at a point where I get to choose the projects that I would like to engage in because, of course, when I engage in this project, it means time away from my family. So dapat worth it talaga siya. And so far, since first film ko since the pandemic, yung The Loved One. So, it was so nice to come back. I think parang meron talagang hinahanap talaga ng katawan ko na umarte ulit. So, yeah, I mean, I feel as an actress, it's also a never-ending process. You're a never-ending work in progress. Kaya, I took classes again, nag-prepare ako for it. So, yeah.
And then lastly, we see from your role like in Bibles, even with the loved one, there's like an angle of empowerment to the characters you portray.
It's definitely, yeah.
Yeah, so with that, what does the empowerment mean to you when it comes to the movies that you want to do?
I don't want to just box it into strong female characters. But so far, parang ganun yung nangyayari. It's a lot of like very strong female leads. But I won't box myself into that. But it just goes to show that even the roles that I choose now, hindi siya necessarily lagi love story, lagi siya ganun. Like it's really all different genres.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, let's listen to Kiko Escuadro from Radar PH.
Hello po. Hi. Congratulations. Natanong na po lahat. One question na lang. Mahirap bang i-maintain yung pagiging Diyosa?
Sa pagsabi ng dilim. Basta maging masaya lang. Yun lang yung kahit stress ka, don't dwell on it too long. Nox, taray. Kung ba? I don't know. I mean, actually nakakatawa kasi Pride Month, di ba? So lumalabas na ngayon yung mga nagtatag sa akin na maraming salamat for being my gay awakening dahil sa Diyosa nga daw. So, I'm just so happy that projects like that have inspired also those from the community to realize their gay awakening. But paano siya i-maintain? Hindi ko alam. Siguro maging masaya ka lang. Diba? Huwag ka mag-transform into anything nega. Stay positive.
Kanina na-mention mo rin kanina na when it comes to project, medyo nagiging selective ka na. May time ba na may mga projects ka na hindi mo talaga matanggap kasi hindi mo nakikita yung sarili mo? Meron din. But the great thing is, that's why pitching happens. So even before they start to write the script, masasabi mo naman na parang, oh, baka this isn't for me. Meron. Last na lang, may mga time ba na naramdaman mo, I'm not beautiful, not my day?
Oo naman, today.
Paano mo yung-handle yun?
Wala, tao lang naman din tayo lahat. We're all human, no? But like, of course, there are mornings na lalo na pag puyat, meron pa akong prosthetics dito and everything. You just look at your and like, this is not my day, but that's okay. Ganun naman tayo lahat eh. Bawi na lang tomorrow.
Okay, maraming salamat po.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. We are halfway through our list. Okay, ngayon naman from Daily Tribune, we have Jeff Fernando.
Hello, hi. Hi. Ayun, one question lang. Sabi nga sa VTR kanina, 29 years. Ayun. Parang kumbaga sa career mo, dami mo nagawa, parang lumipad na yung 29 years, di ba? Okay. Dun sa 29 years na mabilis na dumaan, nagutulad ka rin ba sa mabilis na paglaki ni Talia? At saka ano yung mga traits niya na, ikaw na ikaw? Ano yung nakuha niya sa'yo?
Yung pagkabungismis, she's super, ang tawag ko sa kanya Dahlia. Kasi machika siya, she's so smart, she's so bubbly. So yeah, yun yung talagang, you can see that's my personality. And it's just insane na 6 years old na siya. Parang,
Ang bilis.
ang bilis masyado, where does time go, diba? But yeah, it's bittersweet, sabi nga nila.
Thank you, Anne.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Okay, maraming salamat po kayo naman. From GMA Entertainment, we have Nurse Almo.
Hello.
Hi!
Question ng, since napupunta ka na sa mga fashion week and naging cover ka na ng mga fashion magazines, how does it feel like na nagiging fashion icon ka na talaga?
Happy. You know, I always believe that fashion is an extension of your expression. I don't dress just to impress. I dress how I feel, and that's why, especially on Showtime, araw-araw kami nag-aayos araw-araw kami nagbibihis. So, it's really like some days I want to turn up in a hoodie and ripped jeans, and some days I want to wear something butch. So it's really like, I'm honored if there are some people who consider me their fashion icon, because it's just how I express myself.
You mentioned nga yung pagdadamit mo everyday, almost everyday sa Showtime.
Yeah.
Paano yung mind mo? Paano ano yung susuotin mo?
I dress my mood. Kung ano yung mood ko sa araw na yon, that's how I'll dress. So, you'll see it. Like, today, I felt soft. So, naka-soft girl dress ako this morning on Showtime. So, it really depends. Like, some days I'll be wearing an outrageous zebra print. So, like, it depends on the mood, sometimes the weather.
Kasi pag fashion icon, naisip ng iba na parang dapat mas maraming, syempre, budget for the clothes.
No, it doesn't have to be.
Sa iyo, paano yung budgeting mo?
Of course, I always set, in terms of like saving and stuff, I always set a quota for myself. Lalo na, ang aking financial advice for myself is, tabi mo na muna yung nasa taxes. Kasi hindi naman siya sa'yo. So, itabi mo na yan para hindi mo na siya i-consider na sa'yo. So, that's in a different account. And then, I have a quota for myself in a year. Pag umabot yun, di pwede mag-shopping. So, yeah, it's, you know, and I believe naman, fashion, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to wear branded all the time. Like, that's why I said, like, kanina, sometimes you can catch me in a white tee, a white t-shirt, denim jeans, sneakers, like, it doesn't have to always be branded. Yeah.
Punta naman ako sa Showtime.
Okay.
I'm not sure if aware ka doon sa mga edits na yung mga funny banters ninyo ni Vice.
Yes,
Ano
yes.
yung reaction mo pag nakikita mo yun?
Pag napapanood ko yun, pati ako natatawa. Ano ba yun? Sinabi namin. It's like so funny and like so nostalgic na parang, ang nakakatawa pa kasi pag nag-watch ka ng isa, yung algorithm mo is actually all of that. So yung Vice Anchor, yung sinasabi nga nila. So I'm happy that people still enjoy it, na tutuwa pa sila. Tapos pagpapasok ako, sasabihin nila, ay may bago na naman tayo makukuha pang core moment. So thank you to everyone that's watching Showtime and appreciates that.
Does it make you feel conscious? Lalo na pag lagi may bloopers.
Hindi. I mean, ano ba, magsa-17 years na kaya pa kami or 18? At that point, hindi mo nyo na, wala nang iniisip na conscious pa kayo o hindi. Conscious kami sa overtime, pero other than that, enjoy lang kami. Enjoy, yeah.
And lastly, may follow-up question. Kasi you mentioned na nakikilala na yung mga Pilipino all over the
Yes.
world. Malaking issue ngayon yung sinabi about half-seas.
Oh, yeah.
Anong masasabi mo doon?
I don't even want to comment on it. You know, I'm proud to be a happy, but I'm also very proud of my Filipino roots. This is my home. This is where I choose to be. Everyone has their own opinion, but for me, I will always be proud to be Filipino. Diba? Whenever I'm on a global stage, I'm representing the Philippines. When I'm invited to this, the seat is for the Philippines. So, always proud. When they ask me, where are you from? The Philippines. So, I'll always be proud of that. kanya-kanya naman yun eh. It's up to them. But for me personally, as a halfie, yes, I'm also proud of being half Australian, which was my dad's part of me. But I'm also very proud to be Filipino. At kaya ako nandito. Diba?
Thank you.
Salamat!
Very, very well said. Maraming salamat. Ngayon naman, from Pelikula Mania, we have Naz Tabares.
Hello, nabanggit mo nga kanina na may mga throwbacks sa kahigita online. Katulad ng yung Diyosa nga. And 21 years ng Kampanerang Buga. Yes, di ba? So, looking back, ano yung parang project na sa tingin mo nag-determine or tumulong sa talaga kung nasaan ka ngayon?
Lahat. Lahat talaga. Whether it's Magic Kingdom, whether it's TGIS, or ano pa ba. Siyempre, Kampanerang Kuba was my first title role. And then after that, Diyosa. And then, maging sino ka man pa ako. Tapos No Other Woman. So talagang lahat. Everything played a role. And I feel na even yung timing ng bawat isa happened at the right time. Hindi siya sunod-sunod. Parang everything was a slow climb. But I feel that's why I also super appreciate kung nasaan ako. Kasi pinaghirapan talaga sa 29 years.
Yes, and sa 29 years, meron ka pang mga hindi nakakatrabaho. So, sino ba yung mga hindi mo pa nakakatrabaho na gusto mo makatrabaho?
Sino ba yung ganahan? Si Papa P, hindi ko pa nakakatrabaho. Sino ba hindi ko pa nakakatrabaho? Sa mga actresses naman, parang lahat naka-work ko na. Si Angel, si Angelica, si Bea. Sino pa ba mga actresses? Maybe si Marian. Kasi naka-work ko na si Don. Baka si Marian, hindi ko pa naka-work.
Thank you.
Thank you!
Okay, ngayon naman from Pika Pika, we have Adam Lorena.
Ay po, Miss Anne. Congratulations po sa lahat po ng na-achieve mo this year. And
Thank you!
ang tanong ko lang po, with these achievements, how do you usually celebrate big wins? Like, work ko ba agad or like, relax agad?
Parang, alam mo, nagsishopping. Siguro ngayon, like, I plan to have a big party pag natapos yung Bypass. Party talaga. Kasi pinaghirapan talaga namin lahat yun. And we all deserve to celebrate. Yeah. And I think it's so important also that you celebrate those wins, big or small, because it's an achievement. Pinaghirapan mo yun, celebrate.
Last question po, do you have any advice for aspiring actors na gusto magkaroon ng long-lasting career?
Huwag magmadali. I know it's hard because syempre with social media, it's so easy to gain fame, right? Siguro, huwag kayo magmadali. Take the time to appreciate it because if there's anything that I've learned in this industry, as fast as you get up there, it's so easy to fall just as fast. So, take your time, take it all in, and be patient. Yeah.
Thank you po. Thank you.
Great advice. Maraming salamat po. Ngayon naman, from Random Republica, we have Kate Adahar.
Hi, Dan. Congratulations. We know you last year you entered a new era in your life, yung 40s, and you seem to embrace it wholeheartedly. What do you enjoy the most and what do you find most challenging at this stage in your life?
Siguro yung challenging, yung puyat, iba na talaga. Iba na yung puyat, iba na yung bangon pag puyat ka. But other than that, it's just a number. Everything else, like, nothing has changed other than that. Other than yung pagod, iba. Iba yung pagod. Pero wala. Yeah.
And what can you say na si Dahlia is showing promise as a future recording artist?
Oh! Pinag-pray ko yun ng buntis ako talaga. Lord, sana maging maganda boses niya. And she loves to sing. You know, if that's something she decides to pursue, I will super nurture that. Pero kailangan niyang aral ng tama.
So far, hindi pa naman.
Nag-aaral
Wala
na
pang
siya,
plans.
nag-voice lessons na po siya. Yes. But I mean, like, seriously? Kasi nung nag-New York kami, we were able to watch like Wicked, tsaka The Lion King. And she seemed very interested. So parang, if that's something she wants to pursue when she's older, okay, I will support that. Hindi ko siya pagbabawalan. This is the career that, it's, di ba? It's my bread and butter. So, ba't ko siya sasabihin, hindi yan mag-artista? No. But nurture it. Aralin niya. It's something I never got to do, yung serious like classes, go to school. It's something I would encourage for her.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, maraming salamat. And let's hear from Lionheart TV, Richard Paglicawan.
Hi, good afternoon. Good evening pa siya. Congratulations on 29 years. So, ang busy na ng first half mo ng 2026 for you. Tapos may mga announcement pa kanina ng mga gagawin mo. So, pinlano mo ba yung 2026 to be this path? And paano mo nire-ready yung sarili mo para ma-fulfill syempre yung mga projects na planong gawin at tapusin?
I didn't expect 2026 to be like this, actually. But I'm grateful for everything that's coming my way. Paano tayo mag-prepare? Again, time management na lang. Kaya-kaya yan. But I'm very excited for this year, actually. Very, very excited.
Nagpa-bucket list ka ba? May mga...
Meron naman talaga. Meron, lalo na personal for my family.
May mga pwede ka ba ma-share na bucket list?
It's more like travel stuff that I'd like to do as a family. Mga ganun.
Ito na lang, Ann, for your 29 years, nung nag-start ka ba, may isang bagay or parang isang pangyayari sa buhay mo na hanggang ngayon dala-dala mo na pwede mong ma-share sa amin?
Ano ba yun?
Nung nag-start ka as a young Ann Curtis, may pwede ka ba ma-share sa amin na pangyayari during your start sa showbiz na hanggang ngayon hindi mo nakalimutan? In your 29 years.
Ano bang hindi ko makalimutan? Siyempre, winning my first Best Actress Award was major for me, for Baler. That was definitely a super highlight para sa akin. Pero yung pinaka-traumatic siguro din yung yung Viva, parang trade show. And then, may bukas pa yung show namin with Miss Sherriel, Angelo De Leon, Zina Bonnevie, yata yun, and Kim Angelo, Kim De Los Santos. So parang, isa yung lights bubukas, tapos big spill kami. Pag on ng lights, spotlight sa akin, nakalimutan ko lahat ng linya ko. So sinabi ko na lang, may bukas pa, is may bukas pa. Is may bukas pa. Tapos umiyak na, pinatay ng Holly. So that was something like core memory, hindi ko siya makalimutan. I was probably like 16. So yun.
Sige, mahanap nga.
I know, right? Trade show yun for 13, channel 13 yata.
Thank you, Ann. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Ngayon naman from Brighter PH, we have Jojo Panaligan.
MCB. Ayan. Big ngayon ng theater, may balak ka bang sumubok?
I would love to, if given the time to really hone it and pag-aralan, I would love to. Lalo na kung music. Music talaga!
Ano mga paborito mo?
For musicals, I would love to do Moulin Rouge. Wow, nangarap pa talaga ng Moulin Rouge, diba?
Role ni Nico? Yung role ni Nico?
Of course, Satine. I will love you. Or like, ano ba yung mga favorite ko? I also love My Fair Lady and The Phantom of the Opera.
Thanks. Kanina natanong sa'yo kung anong advice. Well, nasa posisyon ka na kasi na mag-mentor, 29 years na yun sa industry. Meron bang young celebrity that has caught your eye? At kung makakausap mo siya, pwede mo bang i-complete yung, ituloy mo lang yung pagiging black?
Mga young celebrities ngayon.
Maybe from PBB or kahit sino.
Yeah. You want me to name the name?
Yes.
Ay, may naming of names. Sino ba yung mga young celebrities?
Ituloy mo lang yun.
I will probably tell, let's see, mga young celebrities na naka-work ko. This year kasi halos wala ako masyadong naka-work na young celebs. May sa showtime, sino na naka-work ka doon? I think well, just because I saw Ralph De Leon earlier on Showtime, ituloy mo yung pagiging smart, eloquent, and kind. Kasi bumabati siya eh. So, diba? And he's very, like, ang galing niya magsalita na witness ko siya kanina nagugurado, and he's also part of Why Speak, so.
Last question, anong personal or career advice ang binigay sa'yo ni Boss Vic that aged well?
Actually, it's, ang sinasabi lang nila sa akin, mabait ka. Lagi kang mabait. Which is, naano ko naman, I practically grew up with Ninong Vic, para na siyang daddy ko. And the one thing he told my dad, sorry, I just remembered my dad, but like, I'll never forget what he told my dad, kasi I promise I'll make your daughter into a star. And my dad was eternally grateful to Boss Vic. So, sayang lang, we were gonna plan like a, I know Ninong Vic wanted to do a contract signing because we were gonna renew. Even if I don't need to renew with it, because obviously my loyalty will always be with Diva. But it would have been a great reunion with Ninong Vic and my dad. But sadly, my dad passed away earlier this year. Yeah, sorry.
And then, kanina, natandaan ko yung sagot mo na Boss Vic really went the extra mile where you said na kahit hindi ka pa nga marunong magtagalog,
Yes.
he would cast you just to open doors for you.
Yeah. And you know, my dad, one of the few things my dad told me is that he kept his promise. And here I am, 29 years later, and still here, and still a Viva baby.
Thanks, thank you.
All right, fantastic. Okay, can we get some water from this?
Okay.
All right. Okay, ngayon naman, from My Movie World Entertainment, we have Bernard Santos.
Hi, Anne.
Hi.
So recently, di ba, you've been into international events, fashion week, and entertainment events, and you meet some Hollywood stars, Korean stars. Can you share some album moments with them? Encounter na hindi mo makakalimutan?
It's always the conversations that you have with them before and after you're actually working. You know, you're always, for someone, especially like the actresses I got to interview for Disney, it was just like, they're also, you just realize they're just like one of us. Nakikipagchikahan lang sila. They appreciate na when you converse with them na parang normal. That's one thing I notice also. Like, if you keep it natural, they like that. So it's just so nice that, you know, they're also very kind. So yeah, it's just having the conversations with them off cam.
And then kanina, may teaser na ako sa mga tatlong filmmakers na makakatrabaho. Sina Direk Irene, Direk Ruel, and Direk Mick McGillard. So dun sa tatlo, can you make, ano lang yung you look forward mo with collaborating with them?
Lahat, because each one has a different genre, which is something that I'm super excited and inspired about. So, yeah, I am so excited to magpapahinga lang ako ng 1 month, and then let's go. Let's do this.
But individually ba meron kang you look forward with the conversation or collaborating with them individually?
Yeah, of course with Direk Ruel Bayani, kasi last work namin is No Other Woman pa. So, ang ganda ng kanyang konsepto. I don't know if I'm allowed to say who's writing the script, pero ang ganda din na magsusulat ang aming manunulat. But it's a very Direk Ruel Bayani concept. So, nakaka-excite siya. It's not super camp, but it's syempre may touch pa rin ng very konti. And with Direct Mick naman, you know, I haven't done a psycho thriller in a while, and when his script fell into my lap, sabi ko talaga, ay, tagal ko nang hindi ginawa to, so game, let's go out of my comfort zone and let's do this. And with Direct Irene naman, pinag-uusapan pa lang namin, ano next natin gagawin? So, kasama ko siya kagabi actually. So, we're discussing kung ano kayang genre naman gagawin natin.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. We are nearing the end of the list. For now, let's hear from Rose Garcia from Marites University.
Ayan na, good evening, Anne. Yeah, hello. Ang una kong tanong, how do you feel? Kasi alam mo nakaka-enjoy ka kapag nanonood kami nagti-TikTok kami, lumalabas yung mga parang bloopers mo or yung mga, anong feeling mo na because of that, ang dami din napapasaya?
It brings me so much happiness. And you know, knowing that I'm able to make someone smile, someone laugh, it brings me so much happiness. Minsan dahil sa pagkalutang ko, na nakahappy yung mga tao. So, okay lang, tomorrow lutang moments.
Oo nga, okay. Then, nakita namin yung support mo kay Jasmine.
Yes.
Especially recently yung sa Stars on the Floor,
Yes,
diba?
yes.
Ayan. So, kumusta? Yung kumbaga yung sisterhood din yung dalawa?
So good! Of course, she's always gonna be my baby. Kahit hindi na siya baby ko pa rin yan, di ba? Kahit rest day ang Sunday, hindi. Punta tayo ng GMA to support sa, di ba, na parang I'll always be her #1 supporter talaga. As an ate.
Okay. And palagi ka natatanong about Daya, of course, but you and Erwan has been together for how many years na nga? Since mag-jowa pa lang kayo.
Kung mag-jowa pa lang, more 15 na yata.
Grabe,
Oo,
di ba?
matagal na yan. Oo.
So yung 15 years na yon, kumusta na yung dynamic nyo ngayon as a couple and at the same time as a parents?
We're so chill. Alam kong nag-trending siya recently dun sa video niya, di ba? Ganun siya ka-chill. And I need a chill person to my crazy. So I think kaya kami nagko-compliment kasi sobrang magkaiba kami. So it works.
Nag-aaway pa ba kayo? May mga ganun pa ba? Diba sa
Hindi kami nag-aaway ng away talaga. Pero syempre yung inisan, normal yun. Kapag yung socks mo, isulit mo sa laundry basket. Diba? Yung mga ganyan lang. It's really mga silly things and it's very normal in any relationship.
Pero yung couple time na nagagawa niyo pa rin yun. I mean, paano?
Oo, pag nag-date night naman kami, kaya naman.
Kaya naman, yeah. And my last question, and for 29 years, what it is that you are most grateful for career and personal?
I'm just so grateful that I've had people supporting me throughout my career. I've never had a strong fan base. Wala akong, ano ba tawag doon? Wala akong fandom. Wala akong ganun. But sobrang grateful ako na hanggang ngayon, may mga sumusuporta sa akin, may mga nanonood ng movies ko, people follow me on Instagram, people watch my shows. Diba? Parang, thank you. Kasi wala akong fandom eh. But I'm grateful na merong mga sumusuporta sa akin throughout the 29 years because if not for that, I wouldn't be here. So I'll forever be grateful to all those who even follow me on Instagram, on social media, to those who watch my mall shows, to everyone who watched my sold-out concerts.
Yeah, so...
sobrang akong grateful and thankful that they've been part of my journey. And I think it's also because they've grown up with me. Because I've been in the industry since I was 12. So we all grew up together. So sobrang akong nagpapasaya.
Bonus question, Anne, anong reaction mo dun sa naging answer ni Erwan kay Mateo? Yung sa interview nila.
Sabi ko, very good. Very good siya sa akin. I was just so happy, you know. And it's a conversation we've always had. Even when I asked him, like, do you mind? And he's like, no, it's fine. This is your job. So it's great to be with someone who is so open-minded, who understands that this is my job, and supports that. Nanonood siya. Ang nagpapa-award lang talaga yung mga tumitingin sa kanya kapag meron kissing scene or whatever. Pero other than that, sobrang siyang chill. And you know what? I think it's also, even in the Philippines, dati super conservative tayo, di ba? Pero because of all the streaming platforms, nakaka-watch na sila ng iba't ibang bansa, ng iba't ibang series from different countries. People are used to it na. Hindi siya na parang, oh my gosh, may gantong eksena. Wala nang ganun. Kasi ma-expose na lahat ng tao ng the different shows on the different platforms.
Okay, thank you, Anne.
Thank you. Salamat.
Okay, thank you so much. And before we call in the last member of the press, we would like to acknowledge a very special guest. Towards the back of the room, we have Direct Irene Villamor. Who's just arrived.
Parang hindi kami magkasama kagabi.
Thank you. Okay, ngayon naman, to conclude our press conference today, let us call Mark Magadia from Maganda Ba Movie.
Hi, Lisa. And yung question ko first is, kasi almost 30 years of your career.
Yes.
So, ano yung, nauso kasi ngayon yung mga nostalgia eh. So, ano yung parang naiisip mo na earlier project mo na parang gusto mong, like, magkaroon ng reboot, ganyan, buhay yung IP ulit that you would want to be part of still?
I think nakaka-miss yung youth-oriented show. Yung parang TJS, nakakamiss na every Saturday, may papanoorin yung mga bagets. I would also love to do another Magic Kingdom, like a fantasy film na may pagka never-ending story meets Narnia, Magic Kingdom reboot. And in fact, I was also with Bea yesterday. 20 years na rin yung maging sino ka man. So, napag-usapan namin na parang, uy, mag-reunion naman tayo, pag-usapan natin. So, it would be so nice also to work with Bea again too.
Okay, and then last question is for, yung na-mention yung 3 na upcoming projects mo. So, gusto ko lang malaman ano yung parang as early as now, ano na yung parang involvement mo. Like, meron ka mong say with the script or yung casting, like that.
Yes, meron naman. I recently just started coming in as a producer, executive producer. I finally just started for The Loved One. First time. So, meron. It really helps when you're able, and the openness of the directors and writers that you work with, na you're able to express your thoughts, give your comments and suggestions, tapos parang nagbabatuman. It's also such a nice experience. So, open naman sila lahat so far.
Okay, thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
All right, I believe the questions have all been asked, so that concludes our press conference. But before we proceed,